بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. سمو الشيخ حامد بن زايد آل نهيان رئيس ديوان ولي عهد أبو ظبي عضو المجلس التنفيذي لإمارة أبو ظبي. سمو الشيخ ذياب بن
Your
محمد بن زايد
Excellency
آل
Diab bin
نهيان
Mohammed
رئيس
bin Zayed
دائرة
Al
النقل عضو
Nahyan,
المجلس
Chairman
التنفيذي
of the
لإمارة أبو
Department
ظبي.
of Transport,
سمو
member
الشيوخ
of the
أصحاب
Executive Council of
المعالي
Abu Dhabi, Your
والسعادة
Excellencies, Your
الحضور
Highnesses,
الكرام،
our
السلام
distinguished
عليكم
guests.
ورحمة
Assalamu alaikum wa
الله
rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
وبركاته.
Peace be upon you
يسعد لي
all.
أنا أميرة
I am
محمد من شركة
honored.
أبو ظبي
My
للإعلام
name is
بأن
Amira
أكون معكم
Muhammad from Abu
في
Dhabi
هذا
Media
الحدث
to be
العالمي.
with you here in
Your
this
Highness Sheikh
international
حامد بن
event. Your
زايد آل نهيان
Excellency, Your
Chairman
Highness
of Abu Dhabi
Sheikh Mohammed
Conference,
Zayed Al Nahyan,
Member of the Executive
the
Council.
member of the
Your
Executive
Highness Sheikh
Council.
Diab bin Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan, Chairman of the Department of Transport, Member of the Executive Council. Your Highnesses, Your Excellencies, distinguished guests, good morning and Assalamu alaikum. My name is Amira Mohammed from Abu Dhabi Media, and it's my honor to be your Master of Ceremonies for this international event and to welcome you all to Abu Dhabi. بالنيابة عن دائرة النقل ووزارة تطوير البنية التحتية والجمعية العالمية للطرق، أرحب بكم من العاصمة أبو ظبي في حفل افتتاح النسخة 26 من المؤتمر الدولي للطرق، والذي يأتي تحت رعاية كريمة من سيدي صاحب السمو الشيخ محمد بن زايد آل نهيان ولي عهد أبو ظبي نائب القائد الأعلى للقوات المسلحة. On behalf of the Department of Transport, the Ministry of Infrastructure Development in UAE, and the World Road Association PIARC, I would like to welcome you all to the 26th edition of the World Road Congress under the patronage of His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan, Crown Prince of Abu Dhabi and Deputy Supreme Commander of the UAE Armed Forces. السيدات والسادة، أود أن أنوه بأن اللغات الرسمية للمؤتمر هي العربية والإنجليزية والفرنسية والإسبانية، فبإمكانكم استخدام أجهزة الترجمة الفورية المتاحة لكم. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to inform you that the official languages of the Congress are Arabic, English, French, and Spanish. You may use the instant translation devices provided to you. This 26th edition of the World Road Congress marks its first ever presence in the Middle East since 1909. The Congress welcomes the world's leaders, experts, and decision makers in the field of road and transport infrastructure. The next 5 days will witness many platforms of discussions centered on years of studies and research outcomes from experts who will share their knowledge and best practices. It gives me great pleasure to ask His Excellency Dr. Abdullah bin Mohammed bin Hayf al-Naimi, Cabinet Member and Minister of Infrastructure Development, to give his opening remarks. Please join me in welcoming him to the stage.
In the name of Allah, Your Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan, the Chairman of Abu Dhabi Crown Prince Court, and the member of the Abu Dhabi Executive Council, Your Excellency Diab bin Mohammed bin Zayed, Your Highnesses, Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, we would like to welcome you here in the capital of the UAE, Abu Dhabi. We welcome you, hoping that this conference would be the Abu Dhabi World Road Congress, and the infrastructure in all of our structures, the infrastructure of our countries would represent its value as of the highest importance for us all. the question here, when we meet here in this Congress, in the World Road Congress for the sixth edition, for the sixth time in a row, in its sixth edition, this Congress, the PIARC, with no doubt represents a summit in the actual understanding and concept of the gathering of their highnesses and their excellencies, the ministers of infrastructure across the globe. This meeting today is no coincidence. We never thought at any time that meeting in the Emirate of Abu Dhabi would be a regular meeting or a regular Congress or gathering. So, because 4 years ago, I was assigned to tackle this portfolio and handle it from Korea in its 25th edition to Abu Dhabi in the UAE. And at that time, I promised the chairman of the PIARC and his technical team that what we have presented and offered in hosting this Congress is of extreme importance, not just to the UAE and its capital, Abu Dhabi, but also this Congress and this gathering. We promise that it's going to represent the entire world. At that time, the success of such congresses is determined by the high-level personnel and the high-level executives who are responsible for the infrastructure. At that time, the maximum amount of time for their gatherings wouldn't go over 25, maybe 30 members in the Congress or the summit. Currently, we have 55 ministers and officials responsible for infrastructure in Abu Dhabi here with us. The question here is why Abu Dhabi and why we are here as officials responsible for infrastructure. The UAE, for the 5th year in a row, is leading the categorization and ranking of infrastructure globally. UAE is one of the big 10 in infrastructure. UAE is also one of the highest 5 ranking countries in the basic operations in infrastructures. So here in the UAE, we add value, we add to these conferences with what we have of experience and knowledge. As you know, I asked from His Excellency Sheikh Hamid that I would like to say one phrase I heard from one of my colleagues. Someone asked this question, why UAE and why we are here? 30 years ago, my colleague my friend told me that 30 years ago, His Highness Sheikh Zayed, may Allah rest his soul in peace, was talking about his plans for roads. This official said that there were only 2 questions. Sheikh Zayed asked us as the institutions responsible for tackling such matters. So he asked us, would this road be sustainable for the coming 20 years? That was his first question. In other words, would this road fulfill the requirements of the urban development in the UAE and Abu Dhabi for the coming 20 years? While the second question, my friend thought that Sheikh Zayed is going to ask about the cost of such road. The second question was actually, when will you conclude the operations and the work on this road? From this starts the vision of the UAE. When we talk about When we finish our job, we're talking about our strategic planning that we're currently working on. We plan 20 years ahead. Currently in the UAE, we are working under this principle, under this understanding. So when we are asked this, when His Highness was asking, when will you finish, he was talking about efficiency. He was talking about time, because time is of the utmost importance. Therefore, in the UAE, yes, we work through phases. Yes, we are working with very fast pace on the infrastructure. Yet, throughout the past 5 years, we had hurricanes, we had storms, we had heavy rain. We found that our road and infrastructure was durable, and it was lifelong and was sustainable to withstand anything. So one more time, I would like to welcome you one more time in the UAE and in the capital, Abu Dhabi. I would like to tell you, I wish that what we have seen yesterday from the gathering of the PIARC members in this hopeful capital and emirate, we hope that this work would be a distinguished one. We are certain that such gatherings and congresses that we are going to work on throughout the coming period is going to add to us and add to every single individual who attended this Congress. I wish you a distinguished and successful event and meetings, and wish you would enjoy the hospitality here in Abu Dhabi. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Your Excellency, for your insightful remarks. And now, ladies and gentlemen, to open this historic Congress, we will now proceed to the official opening gesture. For this, we would like to ask His Highness Sheikh Hamad bin Zayed Al Nahyan, Chairman of Abu Dhabi Crown Prince Court, to commence the 26th edition of the World Road Congress. نطلب من الشيخ حامد بن زايد آل نهيان. That was a memorable opening to an incredible event. يا له من افتتاح مميز نرى فيه امتزاج الثقافات حول العالم. And now, ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we would like to invite PIARC President Claude Van Rooten to the stage. Please join me welcoming him.
Your Highness Sheikh Ahmed bin Zayed Al Nahyan, Your Highness Sheikh Tayyip bin Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan, Excellencies, dear members of the Council and the Executive Committee, distinguished guests, dear friends, chers amis, queridos amigos, Assalamu alaikum. Due to the simultaneous translation, I have been asked to speak only in one language. Accept my apologies. I usually play with languages. I won't do that. The translators will do it better. On behalf of the World Road Association, PIARC, let me first of all thank all hosts, and in particular the authorities of Abu Dhabi, and of the United Arab Emirates, and the organizing committee, of course, for their efforts and their commitment in organizing this magnificent event. This superb venue, ADNEC, that has been selected to host the Congress, and the quality and friendliness, really, of the staff of the organizations provide a great background for the activities of the Congress and will only add to its success. You may wonder, after 110 years, why do you really need to talk again about roads? Well, every year, every day, we meet experts and officials from many sectors in many different fora, and they all confirm the importance of roads. Roads and streets, of course, are the backbone of transport in many countries, and roads support many different transportation services. Public transport with buses, individual cars, freight, may not forget, and even, yes, more and more automatic vehicles and ride-sharing services need roads. And we should, of course, not forget pedestrians, cyclists, and so on. Our worldwide community is happy to meet here in Abu Dhabi to take part in this 26th World Road Congress. All members of association are privileged and honored to organize the Congress in this part of the world, indeed, for the very first time. Being here will help us to admire the development of your country and the significant achievements it has attained in building, but also maintaining and operating a state-of-the-art road network for the benefit of your users. This is really more than remarkable for a country that is so young as yours. Today, we all come to Abu Dhabi. 40, 50 ministers or representatives will share with us their priorities and their vision of the future, and I really insist this afternoon session, the minister session, will be in that sense extremely interesting. But also with 3,000 delegates from, yes, more than 100 countries, we will be able to know more about your country, your culture, about your infrastructures, your projects, your visions, your ideas, and that's what we like. And we want to discuss, to talk, to exchange, to meet. But why then do we need to meet at a time of email messages, phone, video, Oh, that's very easy. No. I, and not only I, PIARC has always been convinced that regular face-to-face discussions and interactions are the best way to share best practice and confront ideas, which also leads to the emergence of new ideas and better collaboration. Throughout the time, we have been successful in establishing and maintaining a working structure based on collaboration. We use, of course, the electronic systems, but we need to meet in seminars, conferences, congresses. We want to talk with each other. Do that, please, in the next days. Active since 1909, when it was founded in Paris to help sustain an orderly development of road infrastructure and networks, our association now benefits from the active participation of 124 member countries that regularly exchange information on much more than just building roads. Today, economics, sustainability, human factors, and many other issues are really on our agenda. We have been able to react to the road community's changing interests, needs, and priorities, thus ensuring that our products, reports, manual, seminars, congresses timely address issues of concern and provide value to you all. During the past years, our association has made strong efforts to develop or participate, together with other interested stakeholders, in the development of resources and tools that can help support road professionals worldwide and ensure that road systems provide quality services while being sustainable and sensible to social concerns. Some of the issues that we address now include, yes, road safety, of course, resilience, that theme is very important, electromobility, autonomous vehicles, performance of our organizations, which are very quickly changing, as well as infrastructure and operations. A few days ago, on Friday, the Council of our association approved our ambitious strategic plan 2020-2023. Thank you for those who made it up, and thank you for those who approved it. It is ambitious, but gives you a view, what are we going to do in the future, and this is tremendous. That document will provide guidance to the work of the association during the next 4 years and also on long term, and we want to start also discussions on the very long term. We will, of course, benefit from the discussions here because that's the first time we are ending the cycle of the former technical committees, but we start here and all the people are able now to meet here in this Congress to assure the transition between all our cycles. The continuity is, of course, also very important. Dear delegates, as every 4 years, I'm now opening a new World Road Congress. Just like in the past, the 5-day Congress program will offer you varied opportunities to gain insights, up-to-date knowledge, and exchange views on so many fields of our activities. Our Secretary General will introduce this program later in this opening session. But at the same time, really, please do not forget that a major exhibition with more than 150 exhibitors will run in parallel with this Congress. The exhibition is the place to meet, to talk, to learn about the future. And of course, in this venue, the place that we got for that exhibition is really tremendous. At the exhibition that we will open in a few hours, you will find information and contact on countries, because we have national pavilions, but organizations, and also in deep collaboration and in fair collaboration with private companies active in the road sector. Yes, exhibitors include representatives of the private sector, which is, for me and for us now, only natural because developing and maintaining and sometimes financing roads requires, of course, partnerships between all. The exhibition features a PIARC pavilion, of course, where you will be able to find more information on our association and the services it provides. We look forward, and I look forward, to meet you there. Let me conclude. Welcome again here in Abu Dhabi. Please use this tremendous opportunity for networking. And I am really looking forward to meeting you personally this week. We are many people, it will not last an hour per person, but I wish you a very fruitful Congress and stay in Abu Dhabi. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you, Mr. Van Rooten, for this insightful speech. And now, ladies and gentlemen, I invite you to enjoy the opening movie and share with us a vision of a leader and a dream that became a reality.
ما زلت أذكر ذلك اليوم. كنت صغيرا. فجأة في الظلام وقع ضوء المصباح الذي كان بيدي على صندوق غامض، كأنه كنز من ذكريات الماضي. ذلك الصندوق كان ليغير حياتي، يحدد مستقبلي. هناك تجلت أمامي رؤية لم تكن لي، كانت رؤية والدنا المؤسس التي لا تزال تقودنا إلى المستقبل. طرق، جسور، موانئ، بنى تحتية، كل شيء كان جزءا من المشروع الكبير. أيقنت ذلك اليوم بأنني سأكون جزءا من هذه الرؤية. ما زلت أذكر جدي الذي علمني عن تراثنا الغني وطموحنا الغير محدود. علمني عن هويتنا. كنا نشكل الطرق في الرمال، نبني وطننا خطوة بخطوة. اليوم طموحنا نقلنا إلى طرق حديثة، إلى الطرق الحديثة التي تربطنا. تمد جسور التواصل وتربط الأفكار والثقافات، وتمكن الاقتصادات، وتسرع وتيرة التطور والتكنولوجيا، وتنقلنا إلى آفاق أوسع، تفتح لنا بوابة المستقبل. لكن يتخطى الخيال الزمان والمكان. وماذا عن الغد؟ المستقبل في تقدم، يشجعنا على مواجهة تحديات جديدة في التنقل والتوسع العمراني. يشكل منظوراً لحقبة جديدة مستدامة. تطور الطرق في المستقبل غير محدود. رؤيتنا إطلاق العنان لإمكانياتنا. اليوم ما زال المشروع الكبير مستمراً. أصبح حلمي واقعاً. معا لنطلق العنان لخيالنا، معا لتواصل العقول، معا لنرسخ الترابط بين العالم. اليوم قد حان الوقت لنا لنشكل طريق المستقبل.
A great leader with a great vision, indeed. And now, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to invite His Highness Sheikh Hamad bin Zayed Al Nahyan, Chairman of Abu Dhabi Crown Prince Court, and His Highness Sheikh Diab bin Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan, Chairman of the Department of Transport, Member of the Executive Council, our guest ministers, PIARC President and Secretary General, to the stage for the group photo. Please join me in welcoming them to the stage. Thank you, Your Excellencies. Ladies and gentlemen, we kindly ask you to remain seated as we are about to present the PIARC prizes. Ladies and gentlemen, Your Excellencies, we kindly ask you to remain seated as we are about to present the PIARC prizes. السيدات والسادة، نرجو منكم الجلوس في مقاعدكم حتى يتسنى لنا تكملة هذا الحدث العالمي. And now, I would like to invite Mr. Patrick Malajak, PIARC Secretary General, to come to the stage to present the PIARC prizes. So please join me welcoming Mr. Patrick.
I am not Patrick Malajak, but without Patrick Malajak, I could not work, I have to say. May I invite Marie-Claude Petit, Chair of the Commission on Communication, to indeed introduce the PIARC prizes, because she was, as Chair of the Commission on Communication, in charge of the following that topic. And please, Marie-Claude, it would be a pleasure.
Assalamu alaikum. Hello, everyone, and welcome. Distinguished hosts and delegate participants to this wonderful Congress, welcome. The World Road Association Prize aims to promote professional excellence, research, innovation, and application that demonstrate great interest and success in all areas of road and road transport. I have the distinguished privilege of chairing the PIARC Communication Commission and had the honor to chair the international jury who had the difficult task of choosing the recipient of the 2019 prizes. The work and dedication that goes into researching, preparing, and writing these papers is something to be proud of. These prizes will not be possible without the support of our sponsoring countries. Thank you to Australia, Belgium, Czech Republic, Germany, Malaysia, Switzerland, United Kingdom, and the United States. I also like to thank the jury members for their dedication on this important and not always easy task, considering the quality of the papers submitted. Our international jury was made up of the following dedicated individuals. From the sponsoring countries, Mr. Andreas Eller from Switzerland, Mrs. Annick Dessoir from Belgium, Mr. Peter Ellis from Australia, Mr. Zuklamal bin Haji Sufyan from Malaysia, Mr. Peter Schmidt from Germany, Mr. Vaclav Nevir from Czech Republic, Mr. Daryl Turner from the United States, and Mrs. Lila Taxi from the United Kingdom. As well, we had team coordinator to support that work, Monsieur Jean-François Corte, Senor Ernesto Barrera and Senior Roberto Aguirre-Bere. Enfin, merci à Patrick Maléjac, secrétaire de l'association, également à Miguel Caso-Flores, directeur artistique, pour leur appui pour ce travail. Je vous invite à les applaudir, ils sont tous ici aujourd'hui. Maintenant, nous voici arrivés au moment tant attendu. For each prize, I will invite a representative, or two in some cases, of the sponsoring country, as well as the recipient to come on the stage. You will see on the screen highlight of the award paper. I will ask you to hold your applause until the prize have been presented. In addition, we have 4 honorable mentions that I will announce. However, the recipient will not join us on the stage. So for the safety of road user and worker category, the award goes to the paper entitled Effort in Mexico to Implement a Road Safety Audit System. Presenting the award for Australia, the Honorable Michael Cormack, Deputy Prime Minister, as well as Mr. Neil Scale, Director General, Department of Transport and Main Roads. El señor Alberto Mendoza de México recibe hoy este premio. Catégorie jeunes professionnels, le prix est accordé à l'article intitulé « Quelle stratégie de resurfaçage routier pour un développement durable? Étude de cas sur un tronçon autoroutier
Case study
français ».
on a French motorway section.
Presenting the award for Switzerland is Mr. Andy Eller, President, PIARC National Committee, Switzerland. J'invite maintenant Madame Anne de Bartoli de la France pour recevoir
I would like
ce
now
prix.
Anne Bartoli of France to join us on stage to be awarded this prize.
Also like to recognize with an honorable mention for the youth professional the paper entitled Intelligent Control Compact Parking, written by Mr. Jans Derka and Mr. Rainer Lehmann from Germany. For the Best Innovation category, the award goes to the paper entitled Alternative Secondary Raw Material for Road Construction based on Pulp and Paper Industry Reject. Présentant ce prix pour la Belgique, M. Étienne William président de l'Association belge de la route et président du Comité national belge. La señora Adriana Martínez, el señor Juan José Cipria de España reciben hoy este premio. On the behalf of the jury, I would also like to recognize with honorable mention the paper entitled Emergency Communication for the Fourth Bridge, written by Mr. Chris Wade and Mr. Hugh Gillis from the United Kingdom, as well as the paper entitled Water Economic Benefit of Transport System, written by Mrs. Han Chikrik and Mr. Jane Hodek from Norway. For the developing countries category, the award goes to the paper entitled Economic Growth Through Effective Rural Road Asset Management. Presenting the award for Malaysia is the Deputy Director General, Public Work Department, Malaysia, and member of PIARC, Malaysia Secretariat and National Committee, Ir Haji Salukmal bin Haji Sufyan. Receiving this award today is Mr. Robert Geddes from Zimbabwe and Mr. Presley Chilonda from Zambia. For the Sustainable Development category, 2 prizes are being awarded in recognition of the extraordinary quality of paper in this category. Le premier prix dans cette catégorie est accordé à l'article intitulé « Générer la diversité écologique et marquer le paysage en reconstruisant un échangeur autoroutier au cœur de la ville de Québec ». Presenting the award for Germany is Mrs. Birgitta Woringen, Head of Directorate Road Construction Policy, Road Planning, Road Law of the Federal Ministry of Transportation and Digital Infrastructure. Monsieur Martin Lafrance de Canada-Québec est le récipiendaire de ce prix.
So this prize goes to
prix dans cette catégorie est accordé à l'article intitulé
Goes to the
Adapter les
paper
guides,
entitled
normes et textes de loi du
Adapting
code routier au
the
changement
standards and laws of the road area to climate change.
climatique. Of Czech Republic is Mr. Václav Nevěř, President PIARC National Committee, Czech Republic. Madame Marie Collin et Monsieur Fabien
Marie
Pau de la
Collin
France
and
sont
Mr.
les
Fabien Pau of
honoraires
France are awarded this prize.
For the road design and construction category, the award goes to the paper entitled Opportunity and Challenges with Automation in Road Construction and Condition Monitoring in England. Presenting the award for the United States is Mr. Thomas Everett, Executive Director, Federal Highway Administration. And receiving this award today is Mr. Iswandaru Widyarmoko from the United Kingdom. For the road maintenance and operation category, the award goes to the paper entitled Substitution of Asphalt and Waste Expanded Polystyrene. Presenting the award for the United Kingdom is Mrs. Nusra Ghani, MP Parliamentary Under Secretary of State of Transport. El señor Eloy Paramelgar de México recibe hoy este premio. On behalf of the jury, I would also like to recognize with an honorable mention the paper entitled Development of Environment-Friendly Cold Mix Asphalt, written by Mr. Keigo Aketeyama, Mr. Kantaro Koshi, and Mr. Tomoki Okamura from Japan. Now that ends the presentation of the winner of today, so I think it will be time for a picture with all the recipient and sponsoring country.
And thank you, Marie-Claude. You are on the stage now for the picture. And may I invite Anne-Marie Leclerc, Honorary President, Oscar de Buen, Past President, and Patrick Maléjac to join us on stage for the group picture, please.
J'ai
President, and thank you, Ms. Marie-Claude Petit, First Delegate of Canada and Chair of the Communication Commission. And of course, congratulations to all of the fabulous award winners. And now, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to invite Mr. Patrick Melojak, PIARC Secretary General, to come to the stage to deliver the Congress program. So please join me in welcoming him to the stage.
Excellencies, Mr. President of PIARC, members of the Council of PIARC, distinguished guests, dear friends, Assalamu alaikum. Thank you, Claude, for the introduction. Indeed, as you said earlier, the whole world is meeting here in Abu Dhabi for the 26th World Road Congress. It has been a tremendous pleasure to organize a program that will answer, I hope, your expectations. Exchanging ideas, best practice, and projects is more important than ever. We do not know what the future holds in store, and we need to explore together. As the French poet Alfred de Musset once said, "I don't know where my road is going, but I know that I walk better when I hold your hand." The road community will be holding hands for 5 days here in Abu Dhabi. We have prepared a very rich event with 8 parallel sessions and workshops and many more activities. The Congress will present first the outcomes of the in-depth work of our association. Our 21 technical committees will reflect the work accomplished by PIARC by our 1,200 committee and task force experts during the last 4 years. They have covered a broad range of topics, which include risk management, winter service, road safety, pavements, climate change and resilience, to name but a few. Together, they have produced 46 new reports, updated versions of our online manuals on road safety, tunnels operations, road network operations and intelligent transport systems, asset management. They have also organized 22 seminars, 22 conferences. All of those knowledge products are available to you and will be presented throughout the week. The Congress will also present up-to-the-minute findings and experiences. Our strategic theme coordinators have organized a call for reports, national reports, to which our member countries contributed their unique experience. The findings will be presented in our 5 strategic direction sessions on funding and financing, innovative transport solutions, safety of the road system, the story not always well told, infrastructure preservation, and the progress of climate change adaptation and mitigation actions. What's more, PIARC regularly organizes flash research on emerging issues in order to provide the road community with fresh insight. This will be presented in 5 special projects sessions, which will be dedicated to drones, unexpected infrastructure failure, positive energy roads, electric road systems, and contribution of road transport to sustainability and economic development. We have also tapped the global community of researchers and practitioners and organized a very extensive call for papers on 41 topics. In the name of our association, I am very proud of the 387 papers that we selected. They will be presented in the technical sessions and in 6 exciting poster sessions. Papers authors come from more than 70 different countries. The input from low and middle income countries has been excellent too. This confirms that PIARC is succeeding in its mission to serve the whole road community in all its diversity. And we could put in practice Paul Valéry, another French poet, saying, "Let's share the best we have and grow from our mutual differences." This is not all. PIARC is the World Road Association, and we are very much aware that roads need to find their place in a larger context, in a holistic approach. All transport modes are connected, and co-modality needs to be encouraged by all means. A global dialogue between authorities, regulators, citizens, service providers, and all industries is necessary. The road sector can learn from other sectors. This is why we have decided to leverage the opportunity of the Congress to help broaden our horizons. We have invited our international partner organizations to join us here in Abu Dhabi. Together with them, we have organized strategic level keynote speeches with Road and Transport Authority Dubai, the World Health Organization, the World Bank, Sanral, as well as global companies Valeo, Acciona, and Vinci. We have also organized foresight sessions and workshops. In those, you will meet the World Bank, the Islamic Development Bank, FERL, Ertico, UPAVE, the International Transport Forum, the USA's Transportation Research Board, International Road Federation, the International Union of Public Transport, the International Labour Organization, and many others. They will tackle issues as diverse as gender and transport, disability inclusiveness, BIM for highways, transparency, sustainable freight, partnerships for road safety, and many others. As you will surely agree, roads is the first social network. Our World Congress here today is a social network in itself. I encourage you all to engage with speakers and with the audience, engage with all delegates. All of this will be shared in a Congress report, which will help guide future activities. What's more, for the first time, as you have realized already, you can use the Congress app to ask questions, to contact delegates, as well as rate speakers and sessions. In conclusion, let me thank all those who have contributed to this tremendous program. PIARC strategic theme coordinators, committee chairs, secretaries and members, PIARC president and executive committee members for their leadership, authors who have answered our call for papers, our strategic partner organizations, and the team at the PIARC General Secretariat, of course, as well as the authorities of Abu Dhabi and of the United Arab Emirates and the organizing committee. Welcome again to the 36th World Road Congress in Abu Dhabi. Bienvenue au 26e Congrès mondial de la route à Abu Dhabi. Bienvenidos y bienvenidas al 26º Congreso Mundial de la Carretera. Thank you very much. Now, please allow me to call on stage Claude Van Rutten, President of PIARC. He has an announcement to make.
Right. I need Patrick always to remind me everything. Thank you, Patrick. Yes, years ago, I was chair of the Commission on Communication, and we had the pleasure to find a new logo. And today, look at the film. Thank you. That's our new logo launch here today. And now I give back the floor to the moderator, I think.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Mr. Van Rooten. Thank you, Mr. Patrick Melajak. Thank you. So, and now we would like to invite Your Excellency to join His Excellency Sheikh Diab bin Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan for the official opening and tour of the exhibition at 12:30 p.m. And ladies and gentlemen, we are going to take a lunch break as well, as I invite you to come back at 2:15 p.m. to proceed with the ministerial sessions. Thank you again, and we'll see you at 2:15 p.m. And again, I will ask Their Excellencies to join His Highness Sheikh Diab bin Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan at 12:30 for the official opening and tour of the exhibition. Thank you.
It's only been a week, the rush of being home and rapid fading, failing to recall what I was missing all that time in England, has sent me aimlessly on foot or by the help of transportation to knock on windows where my friend no longer live. I had forgotten there's always something to remind me of another place and time where love that traveled far and found me. We stayed outside till 2, waiting for the light to come back. We didn't talk, I knew, until you asked what I was thinking. That's what